If you thought for 1 second that we weren't picking up this Fenty brow pencil, you were sadly mistaken. Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome back to my channel. Your girl's back. She's back and she's better. And I'm gonna tell you why, okay? Today we're not gonna be laughing, we're not gonna be kikiing, we're not gonna be joking, because you know what? We're talking about brows, and I take brows very seriously, okay? Brows are not a laughing matter. Trust me. They frame your face, okay? So if you're gonna have these things over your eyes, you better make sure they look good. And that's what I'm here for today. Cool. I am a brow snob. I like to say that I have pretty good brows most of the time. Now, every now and then I'll have a little slip up and things happen. But for the most part, these brows, they stay snatched. And I'm here to help you today. Snatch your own brows, okay? Snatching brows together. So, you may or may not know, Fenty released brow products. Thanks to me, duh, me and Rihanna have had countless conference calls all about her brow products. I was like, from Bree to Ree, girl, you gotta drop some blonde pencils, red pencils, brown, blacks. And Rihanna was sitting there and she was like, you right, I'ma do it for you. And that's how we got here. Just kidding. Y'all know I'm lying. I ain't talked to Rihanna ever, I wish. But anyway, we've got our brow MVP here today. I picked it up at Sephora. The price on this baby was a nice $20. Okay, she was $20. Now typically, I use my e.l.f. brow pencil. I feel like brow pencils are brow pencils. There's not really much that you can do to mess up a brow pencil. Or is there? I usually stick with my Colourpop Brow Boss and the shade Brunette, and it always does me right. But here comes Rihanna gallivanting her greatness around, and all of a sudden she want to release eyebrow pencils. And now here I am, shooketh, and I'm like, must buyeth el pencileth. I bought the Fenty Brow MVP in the shade Black Brown. And I believe it was the third to last color. I swatched every single one of the shades on my hand. Typically when I go for an eyebrow pencil, I don't want it to be black. Even though my hair is black, I mean, Lord. I'm not doing black eyebrow pencils even if my hair is black. It's just not gonna happen. Y'all not gonna catch me out here looking like I have Sharpie brows. Not me, no. I like to go for a shade that's a little bit cool toned and a little bit lighter than my actual hair color. My brows need to look natural and feathery, but snatched. So we try to stay as far away from black brow pencils as possible. So the Brow MVP is dual-ended. It has the pencil on one side, which is retractable, thank you Jesus, and it has a really, really nice fine tip. And then also on the other side, which everybody is ranting and raving about, is this cute little paddle brush. Here's the brush. It's a really, really cute little paddle brush. The bristles are nice and firm on this brush, but they're also packed in there really tightly, so it does disperse the product nicely. This is what everyone's going nuts about. I don't think it's so much of the pencil, but more so of the brush. And I tested it out for you guys today. I did my normal brow routine. I switched out my regular brow pencil for the Fenty brow pencil, and this is what we got. Y'all always tell me how y'all like my brows, so y'all better show this video some love, or else. I'm just kidding. Just totally kidding. Totally not. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the next clip. I'm gonna show you guys how I achieved these fleeky, if people even say that word, brows. Oh my gosh, is that what I look like without brows? Yikes. So I'm gonna start by brushing my brows upward the way that I normally do. This brush is really nice. Feels different. Doesn't feel as textured as the spoolie, but it's definitely brushing my hairs and making them look really nice and uniform. I'm gonna start by filling in the very bottom part of my brow. I feel like this pencil is gliding on really nice and smooth. Make sure you guys are light-handed with this product because I feel like I'm getting a whole lot of product on the brow without pressing heavily. And now I like to go in upward strokes to mimic my hair. Now using the other side of the pencil, I'm gonna go ahead and brush the product through my brows. Does a nice job dispersing the product. I think it looks pretty good. Honestly, these brows are a little bit darker than what I would normally go for right now. I've been liking my brows to be a little bit lighter these days. So I just started the first step of my brows, which is just filling them in and brushing the product through. I feel like you can have a super light hand with this product because it glides on so easily. So make sure you're not heavy-handed or you will look crazy. Okay, I'm trying to warn you. Don't play. So based on the Fenty advertisements on their page, they would stop right here with their brows, but I wouldn't be caught dead like this, okay? Like when I die, whoever does my makeup for my funeral, y'all better have my eyebrows carved out. I'm gonna go ahead and carve out my brows because that's the routine that I typically follow. But I mean, if you wanna stop here, you can. But as for me in this house, with this makeup, we gonna carve these eyebrows out today. To carve out my brows, I'm gonna be using my NARS concealer. I use the shade Caramel, and I'm gonna be using my NYX number 14 brush. So here's my brow carved out. All I did was follow the natural shape of my brow just to give it like a really nice clean look. One brow versus the other brow. Now both of my brows are sculpted out and they look, I mean, they look good, don't they? I mean, be honest. You like my brows. At this point in my brow routine, I'll either use my Fenty concealer or my Too Faced Born This Way concealer to sculpt out the top of my brows. I could leave it like this, but I'm not. I like to use a shade that's close to my skin tone, but not exactly my skin tone, just a little bit lighter. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna use my Fenty concealer because if you're here and you're looking at a Fenty video, chances are you like Fenty, so we're gonna go ahead and use this. And the shade that I'm using is in 370. I'm still using the same exact NYX brush, except I've wiped all my product off. And I'm gonna grab a little bit of product from here. Not a lot, just a little. Your brush should really just have this much product on it, that's enough. I don't want too much product, so what I do is like I just dab it on there at first. So So that's what the clean eyebrow should look like. Remember, it's not a lot of product, you're just using a little bit. And I'm also gonna take whatever's left on my brush and I'm gonna fade this color out that's in the front because I don't want it to be super harsh. So we get a softer look. Capiche? Now make sure you blend in between the brows so you don't see any concealer lines. Want it to be nice and blended out so your brows look snatched but not, you know, too over the top. You want them to still look natural but super clean. So these are my brows. I think these are a little bit darker than what I normally go for, but I do like the color of these. I feel like this brown shade is a nice neutral brown. It's not too warm, not too cool. And since my hair is like literally jet black, it looks really good. Even if you do have black hair like I do, I wouldn't recommend a jet black eyebrow pencil. I would stick to something that's like along the dark brown, soft black, not jet black, okay? Because as you can see, this is already dark enough and this is the third to last shade. The one thing that I wish Rihanna would have included in this brow launch was a brow gel. I mean, Fenty, y'all don't get a pass for that. No, if you're releasing brow products, we need the brow gel as well, because I don't like to just leave my brows like this. I like to have like a fluffier texture to my brow. So later on, once I finish my foundation and everything, I'm gonna come back and show you guys how I brush my brows through with some brow gel. So I'm back with a full face now, and my brows are, they're looking good, but they don't look finished. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my e.l.f. brow gel, and this is my favorite brow gel like ever. And you know why it's my favorite? It's $2. Since Fenty wanted to be stingy and didn't want to release some brow gel, I'm here with the e.l.f. So now we're gonna go ahead and brush our brows through with the gel. And as you can see right now, my brows, they look good, but they don't look feathery like how I like it. So we're gonna go ahead and just brush And I like to do this because I feel like it adds more texture to your brow. And it just makes them look fuller and a little bit more realistic. See? Feathery brow, regular brow. She basic over here. We're feathery. This is always the last step that I do in my makeup routine because I feel like it just pulls everything together and gives you that nice wispy look. So here's the finished brow look. I feel really pleased with this. Although I said these are darker than what I normally would go for, I still really like this. I would rock it. I feel like they're more intense. So if you're gonna do a brow look that's like really intense and snatched the way that I did today and kind of on the thicker side, you don't even really need to put eyeshadow on. All I put on was just a little inner corner highlight and some lashes, and the eyes just came together. Like, you don't even need anything else. Just some brows, some lashes, and some lip gloss, and you're popping. Would I recommend the Fenty brow pencil? If you're looking for a high-end brow pencil, I would definitely say the Fenty brow pencil is very, very nice. The brush is definitely a nice change from most of the brow pencils that we see these days. I am aware that there are some eye pencils that have these types of brushes, so don't get your panties in a bunch, okay? Relax. We get it. The Fenty stans know that Rihanna's not the first person to create everything, but we're just saying that, you know, Fenty did it and it's cute and it worked for Fenty. If you guys are looking for something that's a little bit more unique on the brush side, this is a very nice option. I don't think there's anything negative to say about this brow pencil. There's nothing that I dislike about it. It's just whether you want to spend the $20 or not. do you with your money, okay? I'm not here to manage anybody else's bank account but mine. What I will say the difference is my e.l.f. brow product is definitely drier, stiffer, and it does kind of break a little bit easily. I felt like I've had some packaging flaws every time I've gotten my brow product, but I always have flawless brows. I feel like both of these are really good. If you're looking for a dupeable option to the Fenty brow product, you can definitely go with the e.l.f. It's gonna come with your traditional spoolie brush, but the Fenty offers us something that's a little bit different, more unique, and she's gonna give us that paddle brush. And it's nice and firm. The bristles are nice and firm. I feel like it's gonna last. It's not gonna start getting dingy and all rough. And she also offers the pencil in a variety of shades. I wanna say Fenty has 14 different colors in eyebrow pencils. Pat on the back to Fenty for coming out with a plethora of brow pencils. But I would have been happy with some brow gel. That's my only gripe with this whole thing. I wish we would have had a brow gel to go along with it, and even some mascara. Like if you're gonna drop some eye stuff, like for eye hairs and brow hairs, mascara, eyebrow gel, and brow products, like that all seems like it should go together. But you know, they like to be dropping stuff one at a time. That's gonna wrap up my entire video today. I hope that you guys learned something from the way that I do my brows today. A lot of you guys are always asking about my brows, and honestly, it's like the easiest routine ever. Use an eyebrow pencil, sculpt your brows, and gel them out. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And then you lit. Because you can't trust somebody with bad brows. Trust me. They're not trustworthy. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate the love and support. Make sure you guys comment down below if you guys are going to be picking up this brow pencil, and make sure you guys like my video if you actually like my video. I mean, even if you don't like the video, just like the video, please. And then share my video, okay? Because I'm trying to reach more folks. I'd like more subscribers. I'm putting in the work these days. As always, I will see you guys in my next one. Let me tell you one thing about us. We don't play about brows, do we, Burke? We don't play about our brows. Oh no! Who's got the better brows, guys? Me or Bricks? Brixie, I don't know, your brows kind of fleeky though.